I used to make these kinds of short 2, 3, 4 minute videos on my YouTube channel where I would rant about different topics related to language learning. And I thought to myself, hey, let's give it a try again. I haven't done it in ages. So, what I want to talk about today is a blog post I'm in the middle of writing. And the blog post is talking about people who desperately want to learn another language and become fluent, but for one reason or another, they actually don't spend very much time practicing or studying. And I want to talk about, at least from my perspective as of right now, why this happens. Now, many people I speak with, they end up beating themselves up because they think it comes down to willpower, or they think that they just are doing something wrong. They're not productive enough. They're too lazy. And they think many people might think that those are the types of problems. And maybe they are to an extent, quite possibly. But I think that, at least as of where I'm at now, those don't really strike at the heart of the matter. Where I'm at in this rough draft of my blog post, I'm actually looking at it right now behind my phone. Where I'm at right now is I think that there are three deeper reasons that strike at least closer to the heart of the matter as to why there's that contradiction between how desperately you want to learn a language and how little time you actually spend on trying to learn it. So I think it comes down to fatigue, boredom, and or a lack of clarity. So three things, three factors: fatigue, boredom, and or a lack of clarity. Now, maybe there's others, and I'm going to keep working on this blog post, and maybe I'll think of some other options. But let me share where I'm at with these three factors right now. So, fatigue. Listen, if you work 50 hours a week, 55 hours a week, you volunteer once a week, you're on a sports team, a recreational sports team, you have kids, like if you have a very full schedule and you genuinely are busy 90% of your waking hours as things stand right now, is it any surprise that you don't spend very much time on language learning? I don't think so. It's not that you're lazy, it's not that you're unproductive, it's that you genuinely have so many things on your plate that A, you don't have the time to actually spend, you don't have very much time to dedicate towards language learning. And B, even when you are spending time on language learning, your mind is so filled up with other things that you can't really absorb it. You're a sponge who's soaked up with all this water and you're trying to add more water into the sponge. Second factor, boredom. It could very well be that your teacher is dull, all the self-study resources you use basically put you to sleep. And so every time you think about practicing, studying, trying to do anything to improve your proficiency in the target language, the whole process is so tedious for you that you dread trying to learn the language. And so you procrastinate, you push it off, you think, oh, I'll do it later. So it could be that. And number three, lack of clarity. Listen, you might be super motivated, you might have the time to learn, but you're paralyzed by options. You're paralyzed by your choices. You don't know what kinds of steps you should be taking. You've got 7 books, you've got 2 podcasts, and you ultimately don't know how you should be spending your time. And due to that lack of clarity, you either don't spend that much time altogether because you're paralyzed by the options, or perhaps you sit down to work, but you don't really accomplish that much. You sit down to study or practice or get some comprehensible input. You do whatever you're doing, but you don't actually accomplish that much in the time that you sit down. Right? And so often lack of clarity of, okay, these are the steps that I think I should be taking. Here's why I'm taking them. Here's where I think I'll be able to learn by taking these steps. So, of course, there might be other factors too. As I said multiple times in this video, I'm only, 40%, 30% done this blog post. But that's kind of where I'm at right now, and I wanted to share some of the thoughts that have been going through my mind about this topic. Let me know in the comments. Send me a message at PolyglotAzrin on any social media network. Let me know what you think about this. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Talk to you next time. Bye.